And, and of course, tracking is going to be Guelph and Centroid. Math Girl did roll the seed and is going to be doing the restreaming. You know what that means. Anything goes. First chest is a torch. Second is some gold. And then, of course, the key in the back. Now, that torch could come in handy because it can be used as an item in combat. Now, this is going to be a vanilla-ish seed. As you'll notice on the bottom two screens already, ooh, Magicians with DL2 Breath. That was fun. The overworld map is going to be vanilla, but what goes where? A little different. And we just found Erdrick's armor in coal. That's going to be a useful pickup, but he immediately resets for some reason.
I don't know what Monsieur Slime is doing resetting immediately, especially with Erdrick's armor already found in coal. That is also considered the armor that money can't buy, and especially with these flame-throwing magicians over here spitting hot fire, you kind of want to have that. So, sit down, relax, get yourself some popcorn. We're in for a bit of a doozy today, because the shops are still vanilla, the map is vanilla, but where places are on the map, well, not so much.
And the other thing that is vanilla is the spell levels. So you're not getting Heal More until level 17. Sorry. However, to counteract that, we do have very fast XP gains. So you only need 8,000 experience to hit that level 17. And, of course, speed hacks. As you might have noticed, this text is scrolling rather rapidly. And all of the music, including the fairy flute, plays a lot faster.
Yeah, and now that you're looking at speed hacks, levels are going to be coming fast and furious, so we won't have too many opportunities to be talking about these level gains. Either they're swollen or not. They're trying to get to level 17, and then they're going to do the do.
Ooh, Mandrakees have hurt more, so murder bats are in play.
Ooh, the bats are trying to kill too? Well, that is a thing.
Looks like they finally got some strength at level 4 and level 5, but up to level 3 they only have 8 strength.
Yeah, looking a little... They need to eat their Wheaties. Level 5 definitely look like there's some good games.
Druids apparently have Heal More.
And currently with vanilla spells, that's not an enemy I want to be going to try to punch in the face. We kind of need some weapons out there.
Now keep in mind, by level 6 they do have the Hurt spell.
True, but...
And level 6 is where all of the stats were. 11, 14, 13, 23 magic points!
Ooh, baby. Talk about a level. That is a double. That is a bacon double cheeseburger with a side of fries and something to drink to add to it. A level 6 is where you want to be.
And of course, level 7 is when you get the sleep spell in the vanilla game. And Sausage just hit that.
So right now, I expect Sausage to start making moves. Well, Big Slam Moves also starting to make his move as well. So they're heading over to the Erdrick Cave and the Garanham area to the northeast. So this should be interesting to see what's going on up there.
Yeah, it looks like the timer didn't start when we started the match, unfortunately.
Such a shame. And... ooh, we got the mountain cave where Erdrick's vanilla location's at.
Yeah, in the vanilla, that is the tablet cave. Looks like that is going to be mountain cave instead, which does have a number of chests in it.
Indeed, they have a number of chests, but we also saw our first sighting of the blue dragon, also referred to as the deputy. The man is out there doing his thing.
Ah, there we go. Now we've got that timer running. We're only 5 minutes into this match, and we've got half of our folk already at level 7, the other half at level 6. So this is still a very close match.
Yeah, it is what it is, but right now it's looking rather well. Mountain Cave, we don't know anything about yet, so.
Yeah,
And
that's almost like a Charlock level there. You got blue dragons, werewolves, and star wyverns.
well, at least on the top floor, which means that's gonna be what's gonna be going on in the grave, surprisingly enough. Ooh, and the bottom floor doesn't look any better. We got golems down there and a Chris Bell.
Some gold, too. Another cursed belt.
So it looks like a whole lot of nada outside of some information saying that there's 2 search spots we're going to be looking at today.
Well, we've got one more chest at the bottom of Mountain Cave, so...
Level 7, agility looking pretty decent at level 7.
Yep, looks like all 4 of our runners did opt for a strength hit point build. That is the meta standard usually. Sometimes you'll see a strength agility if they're more worried about running away.
What was that last chest that Slime picked up?
Gold.
Well, there's just a whole lot of nothing and some gold. So basically, but this ended up being an absolute flop. So our...
Well, 2,300 is broadsword money. That's not nothing.
Well, 2,300, you're right. 2,300 is something to bring to the table. Ooh, 23 hit points is what I saw at level 8.
Yeah, and at 2,400, if he can manage to get out with that, that's almost broadsword and half-plate money. If he can find, like, say, Garenham or Rimildar or something like that, he could actually gear himself up.
Well, here's the thing. Why have half-plate when he already is working with Erdrick's armor, remember?
Oh, right. Erdrick's armor. But still, if he can find Rimildar or Cantlin and pick up like a broadsword, that would be a really good find. Or even finding, say, Garenham and picking up a large shield, at least.
Well, it looks like he's found Bill, so... Quick history lesson on Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted are together. Stafferine guys, Ted, Bill is the jerk.
Excellent!
Indeed, because if you do not have the Erdrick's token and all the other gear, he will throw you out most heinously. Ooh, we found a town. And ooh.
It is the town of Cantlin. That's where you can go get a you can go get a broadsword if you want. I promise.
Yeah, Monsieur Slime wasn't.
Ooh, raids with DL2 breath.
And here comes the big daddy dragons. Red dragons have been sighted. The
Drolls. Drolls have sleep and baby breath.
With Erdrick's armor, the baby breath is not going to do too much, but the sleep spell, well, that could be a problem.
Well, they've only got 50-something hit points right now, so it could be a problem if they stay asleep for long.
They got 75, actually. And, ooh, wait a minute. The police have stop spell, so they got the sirens, but nothing going on here.
Well, that's one of the many advantages of Erdrick's armor, is it makes you completely immune to the effects of stop spell. If he could just manage to get away from this dragon and hurt. So these red dragons are nerfed pretty harshly. That's about as good as you can possibly get on the dragons, and it looks like they have a really high chance of doing it too. Which means this could definitely be a mid-late game grind option.
Well, these are the mall cops today. Oh,
Druid Lords, though, have DL2 breath.
And unfortunately, Monsieur Slime has lost his fight with the police. He is sent home and he has to pay the fine. And Rimildar has been found.
Well, that's good, because that is the place to go buy keys, which means he gets a chance to really break some things open, get into the armory at the castle, get into the back end of Garenham when he finds it, bottom of Garenham's grave.
Yeah, he found it in the coal location, so...
He's probably also going to go ahead and check out the Vanilla Staff Cave not too far away up there.
That is true. They do need to... One thing is for certain, they do need to find the Swamp North location, and near Swamp North there is Tamagarinam. Ooh, but no key, so no chest.
Now, Big Slamu did pick up a hand axe, and Sausage Link has picked up a broadsword.
Looks like Sausage Link has upgraded from a typical hand axe to an actual sword. So he's gonna probably, well, it doesn't look like he's going to the staff. Well, yeah, he is going to the staff.
Yep, that's the staff cave location right up and around the corner.
Yep, I got my map going, so I get to see it.
I don't need a map on this one. I've only put in probably 1,000 hours into this game when I was a kid back in the 80s.
I put 1,000 hours in the randomizer. I only put in 12 hours as a kid playing this. And with the Radiant spell, this is, Swamp South. Okay. So Swamp South is in motion, and let's see where we get to come out at.
Well, you gotta come out at the second. I think Swamp South is predetermined to be always Swamp South because otherwise you can get locked out.
Yeah, Swamp South and Swamp North's exit points have swapped themselves, so he's on the second continent, heading over to where Rumildar is, and that's Hawk's Nest. Not where you want to be.
My apologies. Swamp South can be any slot. Swamp North is always where Swamp South is supposed to be.
Makes sense. And looks like Big Samu has also made it to Rumildar in the cold location. And over here we have the Staff of Rain Cave. And to the north where Monsieur Slime is at, either that is Tablet Cave or that was the grave. So, outside of us and just doing a little bit of exploration, just trying to figure out where places are shuffled this time around, how was your day?
Oh, let's see. I actually just got done with a race just before this one. It was a very interesting race. You definitely want to check that one out on the VODs. Yeah, no, this is going to be a really good race. It looks like Sausage is going to be going through here, checking out this thing on Tablet Cave. Meanwhile, we are starting to get up closer. We're at level 11 now. The stats are looking a lot better here. We're less than 15 minutes in, and we haven't seen any key items yet, and that's a little bit disconcerting.
Yeah, that means that we're probably dipping into the grave to get all of our key items, or we'll be taking some dives into the overworld. Because right now, with all the caves identified, the Staff of Rain Cave is our grave. Because Tablet Cave is in the back of Tangel this time around.
Yeah, now level 11 is where all of the hit points were hiding. They finally managed to get up to a decent hit point total. The agility is not looking too bad either. Neither is the MP, at least for level 11. Remember, they've still got 6 levels to go before they're gonna be able to consider a run. Now, looks like Slamu's gonna be checking the spike tile. It is a blue dragon. The deputies are guarding the princess this time around, and they are worth a decent experience point. They do have the heal spell, but other than that, they just looks like they're using their teeth for the most part.
Oh, they hit them with the batons, and to the house you go. Pay your fine. So, we now know who's guarding our princess for the day.
Oh, right, the Stones of Sunlight were in coal. Sorry, with speed hacks zooming so by, it's hard for me to keep up with them sometimes. I do apologize.
So the stones were in coal. I thought that was the armor in coal.
Treasury was a bust. Meanwhile, Slamu's checking out the backside. Sausage is checking out the coordinates, which is 17 north, 6 east. That's
Oh.
really easy to do. That might actually be over by that little swamp patch that's underneath the bridge on the way to Swamp North area. Not the Swamp North swamp, but the little one south of that bridge that goes to Cole.
That is definitely countable. 17 north, 6 east. That is. Give me a second. I got the map. No, that's in the forest. That's in either in the open grass or in the forest. Likely the forest near the mountain, near that mountain ridge. So it's relatively close.
Yeah, but it's on it's north of the high mountains that you can't walk through though.
It's north of the mountains. You got to go around from Tangential Castle. So you just basically go west from where it's at. You make it looks like 5 west. You make yourself north 17, and then you go 11 east, and there you got it right there.
Over by where Big Slamu is right now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, around that area where Big Slimer is at. Actually, no, that's not where you need.
Oh, Sausage found the jerk in the Hawksness spot.
Yeah, the jerk was in Hawksness. Yep. And Canton was at the mountain cave spot too, so yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the armory in the castle was kind of a bust. No gold grind options there. However, there's Garenham. Let's go ahead and check out these 3 back here. Plus, oh, the 4th chest in the armory was gold, so there is a potential gold grind. He got his key back, another cursed belt, and there's the Stones of Sunlight actually in the back of Garenham. So it was the token that was in coal.
No, the armor was in coal.
No, you're right. Armor was in coal.
Yeah, armor was in coal. Token and Staff of Rain is still out to lunch, and Cantlin was just the nice guy cave.
The token was in the top of grave here. In fact, Slamu's gonna see it really quickly right there. In fact.
Yep. So he's gonna. So yeah, he found the token, but the Staff of Rain cave is still missing, and I'm thinking it's gonna be deeper in that grave.
Well, the Staff of Rain cave is, if we haven't seen it yet, probably gonna be in the vanilla Cantlin area. Unfortunately.
No, that was the good guy cave. Staff of Rain cave was at. Hold on, I just saw it. I believe it was Erdrick's cave. No, not Erdrick's cave. Yeah, I think it was Erdrick's cave for that.
You mean Tablet?
Yeah, where Tablet was at, I think the Staff of Rain guy was there.
Okay.
Because the jerk was in where Hawk's Nest was at.
Oof, IB Karma getting sent back home by the fun police, getting pulled over.
Well, it is what it is, and death comes to those with the swift. Fighter's ring on the 4th chest, so we're still missing this. We're still missing. Wait, is this a vanilla silver harp?
And Slamu remembers to put on the fighter's ring there.
Well, hold on. We still haven't found Hawk's Nest yet, which I'm thinking is probably in the jerk spot now. So, unless this is a vanilla silver harp, we may need to go to Hawk's Nest for that.
Well, we've already seen Mountain Cave. It wasn't in there.
Yeah, it's not in Mountain Cave. That's for certain.
So we're running out of places where it can be. Hawksness is definitely going to be in play wherever it is. There's coordinates in play. We haven't seen what those coordinates possess yet. That could be it.
Oh, wings. Ooh, either Hawk's Nest or either Hawk's Nest or the coordinates will have our silver harp, which means our other item is in the other location as well, likely.
Well, there's a sword. There's also a death necklace, so we haven't seen yet.
That is true.
Watch the sword be down in Charlock Armory.
Oh yeah, make a guess where that sword's gonna be this time around.
That'd be like a Math Girl seed where you're given everything and then the sword is at the bottom of Charlock. Actually, if it's gonna be a real Math Girl seed, it would be the armor in the armory at Charlock, and you've got like wombo combo enemies on the way down.
That is true. And it looks like we are hitting. Oh yeah, where the Staff of Rain Cave was, that swamp south. So they just exit out. They outside it out. So right now we're looking pretty. Oh yeah, Rimmel spot had Hawk's Nest. So
now Sausage running into this golem and is actually going to try and take it on. It is worth 255 experience points. Oh, no, looks like he just slept it and ran. Does have the fairy flute, so it is possible, but would take a while to grind on. Meanwhile, Big Slambu has found Hawk's Nest. Is going. Oh, it's the fun police.
Sound those sirens. It looks like the mall cops are guarding what's down there tonight.
And considering all they have are Stop Spell and Hurt, oh, there's the harp. All right, which means there's a good chance the coordinates have the sword. And yeah, as they were saying in chat, this would be an amazing grind. Red dragons are worth also 255, and these are some pretty tame red dragons. I know if I were Big Slammu, I would be hitting these red dragons until I get sent back home at least.
If I was Big Slammu, I'd be hitting the mall cops every chance I get. Giving them right hook, left hooks all day, every day. So with the jerk at Hawk's Nest and the Staff of Rain guy at where Garanham is at, this is gonna be interesting because if Slammu gets his act together and pretty much grinds it out and get his sword, likely on the overworld,
actually, we have a confirmation Death Necklace was the coordinates on the overworld.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, where is our sword?
We may be playing the pyramid game later.
Oh, indeed. If we're gonna be playing the pyramid game now, 200 chests. I always guess that.
Now, question in chat, is IB Karma Sprite the Final Fantasy IV Cecil? Yes, he is. Specifically, the Dark Knight Cecil before he redeems himself and becomes a paladin. Meanwhile, we have Link moonlighting for rescuing a different princess, and Sausage Links. We have the classic Erdrick, Erdrick's descendant, I should say, on Big Slammu's side, and a Metal Slime for Monsieur.
Yep. And it looks like we got some people already making their guesses. We got a 250, the 250 chests. So outside of Charlock Intentional being at their vanilla locations and the swamp exit being where it's at, this is looking like we're just gonna sit down and relax. Plus we get some tea on because right now things are things. Yeah, Bracknary. Oh yeah, Kingdom 6. Yeah, Kingdom 6 is gonna be where the jerk's at today.
And since we might not have much time left to do so, brief moment for station identification. This is Sneaky the Lost. With me in the commentator's booth is Sinister Coon. We've got Guelph and Centroid flipping switches behind the curtain, trying to keep up anyway with this amazing seed, doing the tracking. Math Girl on the restreams and is the one responsible for this seed. And of course, we are going to go ahead and drop a link to the Discord as well in the chat channel. If you like what you see, if you want to try something like this out yourself, come on over. We're a very open and welcoming group, and who knows, we might see your name in the next tournament.
Hey, you might be the next grand champion. But, seeing on this, we also got to remember, this race is a do-or-die race. The winner, first place, will be advancing, and because of how stacked the other points is setting, the other three will be sent home.
That is correct, and depending on the outcome of races tomorrow, we could see a major runoff race happen tomorrow.
Oh yeah, things are gonna get devious tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day, but our late night race is a big one. And it looks like Monsieur Slime is getting his silver heart,
yep.
And Big Slimu is back at the grind.
Absolutely, and I don't blame him one little bit. Right now, Big Slimu is in the driver's seat. He's got the highest experience point total. He's just gonna grind on these red dragons. Monsieur Slime also got the memo about these relatively easy red dragons and is doing the same thing, but he's got about 3,000 plus experience points to catch up with. Sausage also hitting these red dragons for all they're worth. Like experience point pinata.
Yeah, right now, looking at chat from Beta Strap, both, Monsieur Slime and Sausage Links are about 10 dragons behind. So when Slamu is done and got his level 17, if the points is there, if he has what he needs, because he has the HP, the strength, if he gets the sword, which is down in Sherlock, yeah, pretty much, he's straight. He got 82, Dragon Lord's not going to be doing too much more damage. Once he gets to 17, he's going to be mod-deucing, he's going to be getting out of there, he's going to get his stuff, he's going to get his rainbow drop, as well as candy, cross the bridge,
now,
and head over to the Dragon Lord.
Now, keep in mind, Charlock is infamous for being the great equalizer. We haven't seen all of the Charlock enemies yet. There could still be tricks up sleeves here.
The one enemy we have not found is the Armored Knight, also referred to as the AK-47. If they have something nasty up their sleeves, we might still see a thing. But I am not convinced right now. And
there is some masterclass evil villain laughter going on in the chat right now for reasons.
Oh yeah, this is a Math Girl seed, so things are about to get ugly. If Sherlock is what I think it is, it's gonna get ugly real fast, real quick, real soon.
I'm not saying a word. I don't want to be accused of commentator's curse.
Hey, I'll take the blame today. I got your back. So, Big Slamu is going... Ooh, he's making a trip to Cantlin. Does he have the money for a flame sword? Because if he does have the money for a flame sword, he may not even go for the... Oh, he's going for coordinates. Never mind.
Yeah, he's going for coordinates. He's only got 6,000, so he doesn't have enough for a flame sword. So right now, he's got about the best weapon he can afford at the moment, barring, going and setting up a gold grind or something, which might be an option, but given the high agility they've got right now, I mean, the only reason you'd want to do the grind is for the silver shield.
Yeah, I would say at this point he does have his heal more, so there's not much else he wants to be doing. He wants to see if there's anything else. He's probably going to do his home. Yeah, he's probably going to do his home. He probably going to do his homework and go and take some of the, get some of his laundry list done and start turning in stuff. But I don't think he has the Staff of Rain yet, so he's going to check the Hawk's Nest spot to make sure that's the jerk. And of course, he's gonna beat up a red dragon on the way because why not?
I mean, if the game gives you 255 experience, you take the 255 experience.
Hey, I would say I'm not knocking it. Okay, he has. Oh, Staff of Rain guy was in Hawksnest, and the Jerk was in Garanham. I think we had that mixed up. So he's now going to get his Staff of Rain, and he's gonna go to the Jerk back at Garanham's vanilla location. Oh, you're saying Garanham had Grave. Oh, yeah, so Garanham is vanilla Grave. The Jerk. Wait, was he in Cantlin? Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think the Jerk was back at Cantlin.
Yeah, that's why Big Slimu's making the trek around. There it is.
And no, that was the...
No, that's Freebie Cave.
That's Freebie Cave. Where was that Jerk? We saw him. Oh yeah, there's the Fairy Flute, by the way.
Fairy Flute is in Freebie Cave. That will help him run away from golems a lot easier if he starts running into those in Sherlock.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that the Grave was in the vanilla location in Garanham, so the Garanham location is where the Jerk is at.
And Big Slimu is counting out. He's gone ahead and picked up that death necklace. Or he will in just a second.
I think he's lost trying to make that count.
There it is.
He got his death necklace. Now he needs to go and get to the Jerk.
Meanwhile, of course, Sausage Link has been hitting these red dragons like they're going out of style and has made a long way towards catching up to him. He's almost to 7,000 already. So while Big Slimu has been running around and doing these kind of things, everyone else has been trying to catch up.
That is true, and unless Garanham has that Jerk, which I'm pretty sure in the Garanham spot was the Jerk, unless that was Grave. Yep. Yeah, Sasha still has homework to turn in. He still has some things to do. And yep, as I suspected, Big Slimu is heading over to the Garanham location to turn in everything and talk to Bill and get his candy. Most excellent.
Yeah, now Sausage already has his death necklace, so he's not gonna need to worry about counting anything out, so it was a bit of a time waste for Slimu. We'll see if it actually turns out to be important or not.
And that with the return spell and pretty much getting to a town before going to Sherlock, I think he has this in the bag.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be the first one into Sherlock. We'll see what happens there, Sherlock being known for being the great equalizer.
Yeah, at this point, this is his race to lose. So he's gonna go and take a look at the town again. He's gonna go into Garanham. He's gonna spend real quick to go take a sleep in the Ramada Inn in Garanham, the Ramada in Garanham, and he is gonna be exiting out. And he's gonna go make his way over to the Dragon Lord himself.
Sausage Link is now level 17. He's just going to go ahead and get his laundry list taken care of now. He's heading towards the Staff Cave at the moment. So he's not too far behind.
One mistake from Slamu and Sherlock, and Sausage is right back in it. And also, ladies and gentlemen, just to keep this in mind, The repel spell does work in Sherlock as of this edition of the randomizer. So these enemies that Slammy is running into right now, he's trying to keep all the MP he can because the Dragon Lord is still randomized between 150 and 165. So things can get very ugly very fast. And the bridge is now officially built. Welcome to the end game. Through some mountains and a slight bit of swamp, and we are about to enter the land of Sherlock. But not before a Star Raven decides to pester him and try to steal his lunch money. So Sneaky, talk about the Great Equalizer, please.
Now, Sherlock has a very large dungeon underneath it, and there's no telling what these guys are going to run into. There are several monsters that they could potentially run into. Looks like he's repelling away some of the easier monsters because he just got a free run. Oh, there's a werewolf. But he just got a free run down to the second floor. This might not be as equalizing as we had hoped it might be.
Well, if this werewolf is gonna be giving him the business, well, never mind. Here's where things get a little bit dicey, though. There is one enemy we have not seen, and apparently the mall cops we've seen plenty of today, and that's a Haishinichi no Geki. Can't really get too loud right this second. Oh, there's our person of the day, and he got away from him. The Armored Knights are going to be the big thing here, because everybody else seem a bit tame, if you ask me.
Yeah, and the thing is, with an agility of 84, you're just under that 50% run chance, and there they were, but he manages to run away. So they made a brief appearance. They do exist.
But we don't know what they're sitting on. This looks like regular access to the face. Ooh, and they are hitting for trucks.
Well, they are the Armored Knights. That's kind of their job.
And one human already gone from the Armored Knights. They are a bit tricky to run from. They are definitely the walls today.
Yeah, it looks like they just like casting axe more.
But they also have they must have had a bit of a higher agility because they are being a little bit sticky about how that's going. They're not letting them pass. They're pulling their...
Level 18, 3124.
A level of stymie. And we saw our first Stone Man too. Ooh. So we got some concrete here. Ooh, Stone Man would hurt more. Now, had this been earlier in the season, we might have had a problem, but not this time around.
Yeah, by this point, Hurtmore's not really that threatening with Erdrick's armor and with the hit point totals we're seeing here. It's manageable.
You might as well be just throw a stony right to the face at that point. And there's our first park rangers as well. And for those who don't know, park rangers are in green, deputies in blue, and the police are rocking the reds.
Now, Sausage Link has also entered Sherlock Castle at level 17 with 116 MP so far. So, but of course, Big Slamu already on the bottom floor. Is he even going to bother trying for the armory? Yes, he is. And I don't blame him because he's only got a broadsword. This sword is going to be a lot for him. It's not just the 12 that you would normally see from the flame sword. We're talking some substantial bonuses here.
Yeah, because right now he's hitting for 5 to 11 right now with that current.
Let's see where it is on the pyramid. Bets now. The first one, nah.
Second one, nope. So the 50, the 150, and it looks like the bottom is no good. Torch on the 2, no good. 250 sword. So whoever gets 250, yep, whoever gets the 250 spot, you are a winner chicken dinner. We won't be going to the judges table today.
Would that not have just been a Math Girl seed for it to have been in its vanilla location?
If it was the judges table, I would have said, Math, me and you are gonna have a talk after this. No putting putting the sword with the judges table. They don't need to be holding the greatest sword in the world.
Well, looks like he's going to be rounding this corner here on his final stretch. He's still got, looks like 12 heal mores in the tank. He's definitely in the driver's seat here. And there's a red dragon guarding them, which has been effectively neutered. And it is no trouble whatsoever.
Well, the bouncer was the mall cops guarding the Dragon Lord. And ladies and gentlemen, there is a certain thing that I gotta get ready for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, he has been called a fool. Here's the Pimp Lord. With the most
and there is the cursed necklace, obviously, because why not at 155 hit points? Now his attack power is all the way up to 151. That is 25 to 12 damage.
12 to 25, and he's already the beast, so this is looking like it's academic at this point. Unless the Dragon Lord decides to really not play his cards. Yeah, Big Slamu should have this. This should be academic. This is over.
Yeah, barring a miss menu, this is Big Slamu's fight.
Indeed, and Sassage is Big Slamu has
break out your GGs. Big Slamu has in fact defeated the Dragon Lord,
and he'll be advancing to the bracket stage. Sadly, our other three contestants, as valiantly as they might, they're gonna be going home.
Sassage is now at the Dragon Lord himself.
And he'll be taking on the most well-dressed man in all the land, but we've already gotten our first one. And Big Slamu has finished his journey. He is going to be taking home first place. He'll be getting his badge, allowing him access to the bracket stage. While Sassage is going to go and take down the Dragon Lord, just because taking down the Dragon Lord is still very satisfying.
And it's not just about the playoffs, too. But hey, GG, Big Slamu.
Congratulations, Big Slamu. You are now in the playoffs. How do you feel?
Holy cow. My eardrums are pulsing. I can feel the blood pumping. I don't think I'm excited about a video game race ever like this, but that was intense.
Sassage is starting to wrap up his Dragon Lord. That's how close this was.
I knew it had to be. As soon as I realized I forgot to grab the drop, I thought I had lost it. I think my blood pressure jumped 40 points.
Good thing it was just a death necklace. Well, you actually just put it on because why not just pad down your winnings?
Oh no, I'm talking about I went all the way over to the east side of the first continent without the rainbow drop. I had to return back to Tanager and run back.
Yeah, he forgot to do his laundry list. And break out your GGs. There's Sassage Link with second place.
Indeed. Well, seeing that you're in and you have some very stiff competition, people here are now getting to the bottom of Sherlock beating Dragon Lords and everything else in this fun. I can tell you right now, you pretty much played the flawless game. You really played almost the perfect game at just under 42 minutes SRL time.
It's funny, the last thing I said to Angel probably 2 minutes before we started the race was, I really don't want to start in the middle of the first continent with high variance in both directions. And what did we do? We started right in the middle of the first continent with massive variance in both directions. So luckily it worked out. Honestly, I almost took an intentional death there, stepping out of Cantlin into the Axonite. I saw it and I figured if I die, I die, knowing there were 3 checks northbound and only 2 checks southbound, and I think that won me the race.
Yeah.
Well, what I think really got you ahead was the Red Dragon. You found the Red Dragon grind in Hawksness first, and you took advantage of it the most.
Yeah, you when you found Hawksness and you beat that Red Dragon, you beat the Mall Cop today. You literally just took your time and grinded. Like everyone else didn't even find Hawksness until later. And somebody mod deuce out there. I think it was Sassage who might have mod deuced out there the first time around, not seeing what was going on. Speaking of which, he's in the waiting room.
Hey, GG Sausage.
Hello, Sausage. Your journey has ended. How did you feel about this race?
I can't believe how smoothly that went. I'm used to the complete opposite in races, so yeah, I'm happy with the way it went. And yeah, GG's to Slamu. That was a time.
You played a fabulous race. You raced valiantly, and to tell you, and right behind you, Monsieur Slime is about to get his GGs in as well, because he's also taking down a Dragon Lord as well. Got his ball of light. Sausage, got me thinking. When you found Hawksness, did you decide to mod Deuce out there and just leave the first time you went there, or did you go in and just stick around?
That first time I think I bounced out. I was gonna check what was south of there, and then ended up dying.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's right. You got hit with hurt more, I believe, or someone with a DL2 breath when you had lower health.
Yeah, it was Axe Knight that I couldn't get away from, I think.
Yeah, those Axe Knights were kind of rude.
The Axe Knight was rude, and the Armored Knight was even ruder. Luckily for us, our racers today, you guys, the Axe Knight only decided to throw out axes. Had it had anything else, that might have been bad.
Yeah, they were hard enough to get away from early, so yeah, I'm glad they didn't have anything worse.
And we got Monsieur Slime, who came in at 15:12 SRL time. He'll be coming in here shortly. And IB Karma is going to be trying to wrap up his seed as well. Seeing that you guys did a lot of grinding, there was not much going on here. Y'all raced as best as y'all could. Speaking of which, hello, Monsieur Slime. Your journey has ended. How was you feeling this race?
I felt incredibly good almost the whole time because I felt like I got that red dragon now super early, and then when I found that grind, I thought it might have had a little something, but rolled the dice on not doing a gold grind, and I don't know if that perhaps was the difference or not. I'm not sure what anyone else did, but GG's, it was clearly incredibly close.
Yeah, the gold grind is probably what cost you, unfortunately. Big Slamu found that red dragon grind a little bit sooner.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it took in this seed, I think.
Yeah, that gold grind to get you with better equipment, kind of that was definitely the key difference maker, because Slamu was, while he's in the middle of grinding, Slamu was hacking away, beating down the mall cops today, and yep, that got him the victory today.
Yeah, he took a broadsword into Charlock.
Yeah, I didn't bother with the gold grind. It wasn't. I didn't think it was worth it. I didn't have a death in Mountain or Grave either, so it's not. I mean, it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, okay, then I think we were on similar footing there.
I almost had enough money for the flame sword by the end of it, but
yeah, I was saying something about you were coming close to the flame sword money. The thing was that the only thing that actually separated you three was where you found Hawk's Nest. Both Sassy and Monsieur, had you found Hawk's Nest sooner, you might have beat Slamu today. That's what happened. Hawk's Nest was found by Slamu first. He grinded, he did the business, and he did exactly that. That was all that was. He played the perfect game. It can't be any better. It can't be stated.
Well, until he forgot to do his laundry list and went to go use the rainbow trap, only to realize he didn't have the rainbow trap, and did a little bit of a panic moment.
Luckily, I didn't make it all the way around. Honestly, if I made it all the way to the bridge, I think I lose that, because I was only in Garenham.
Yeah, you would have probably, yeah, that would have cost you at least another couple of minutes. That would have been it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's still 140 extra steps I took, but
yeah, that was definitely a 2-minute investment if you was to go fully there. Luckily, you found your mistake and you came back prior to. So,
did anyone go to 18? Because that was kind of my roll of the dice too in Hawksness. I figured, you know what, this is like 5 dragons. I'm just gonna try and steal a level and see if I can skip the sword entirely.
I ended up on 18 because of Armored Knights in Hawksness, in Charlock.
Yeah,
I didn't want it, but I wasn't gonna try it. I wasn't gonna chance the run luck.
Yeah, I went at 17 and dug the sword out.
Yeah, 18 wasn't good, so I think you needed the sword. I think.
Yeah, everybody got the sword. Hey, even IB Karma digged out that sword because 18 wasn't good enough for you to stab it with a typical soldier's sword. You had to get the best sword in the game to do your best here.
Yeah, but then once you get Erdrick's sword and then you put on the death necklace, which I think everybody here did, then it was just kind of GG easy.
Yeah, no, I skipped it, and I think if I would have kept broadsword and tossed on the death necklace, I would have been at 131 with maybe 120th HP. So it would have been possible, a slightly longer fight. But at that point, I'd already heard the bell, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna go get it and make sure we finish this.
Yeah, if the dive was clean completely, maybe. I know I burned 3 Gilmores on my Sharlock dive.
Well, considering this is a Math Girl seed, just be glad that you didn't have to go back to the judges table for that.
I was ready to. I did the spiral, and the last chest was the sword. I was sitting there. I don't know if it was there. That would have been again a close one, right?
No, you still had quite a lead. You had quite the lead. You did have like a minute and a half lead, almost 2 minute lead in Sharlock. Because
Yeah, everyone else would have done the exact same thing, so it would have not been much more of a time loss compared to everyone else. And break out your GGs! IB Karma has now defeated the Dragon Lord.
we got a race that is under an hour with 10 minutes separating first place to last place. We like to call that a victory on everyone's part.
Yeah, absolutely well run for everybody. The problem with jet seeds always is little things are the big differences. I mean, it's just a little thing like going left instead of going right, going north instead of going south. If finding something a little bit sooner is all it takes to be able to edge out ahead.
Yeah, it looks like we got our stats for Red Dragons today. Red Dragons, yeah. Ooh, stop spell was at 2. Ooh, they didn't have much resistance to stop spell. So yeah, 50% stops up, 50% hurt. And hello there, Karma. Your journey has ended. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm the only one who went left at start.
I started to Karma, and then I got smart at Cantlin and turned around.
I died on the way to the free stuff cave twice.
You raised valiantly, Karma. Don't get it twisted. You was the one that found the jerk first, out of all things.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I figured when I started seeing the times, I was like, they went right, because it's a very different seed if you went right first.
Yeah, if you went right first, that's where the value was at. Value was on the right side, left side. It was kind of where your laundry list was at this time around.
Yeah, and on a Zoom seed like that, that's all that can tell the difference between first and fourth place.
But again, to everyone who raced, valiant effort today. Don't discredit yourself. Still doing this in under an hour is still fantastic.
I think we have to have the lowest aggregate time average for any seed, but I mean they gave us the armor, which helps.
That is what it is. And it looks like we might be done for the day. Looks like. So, any last things before we go off the air?
No, thank you to you guys. This was, again, thank you to everybody that helped put this together. Felt really good to sneak in here against some really talented competition. But thanks to Math Girl, Sneaky, Sinister, Guelph, and Centroid for your help here. And here's hoping Ferran sneaks in because I feel really bad that I cursed him with the 4th place last night.
GG's all though.
Yep, GG's all. Thanks to the Restreet team, and I'm glad we all respected the vote we took before the seed started. And I say that completely sarcastically because we all voted Big Slam Move the winner because he showed up last.
Well, you know,
we called it.
tomorrow is actually going to be a big day for the races. There's going to be 3 races tomorrow. One at 7:30 Eastern, one at 8 o'clock Eastern, one at 10 o'clock Eastern, and there is going to be a runoff as well because there's a tie for the last couple of spots in the playoffs. So immediately following that, there's going to be a runoff race tomorrow evening as well.
Indeed. And also make sure you give a subscribe, a like, a follow to everyone who is racing, and to both Whelp and Centroid behind the counter. Also hook up Math Girl, and also check out myself at Sneaky the Lost. So I am Sinister.
And I'm Sneaky, and we have a last-minute correction here. We don't. The runoff will not be tomorrow night. It will be at a yet-to-be-determined time. But until then, this is Sneaky the Lost, signing off.
And I'm Sinister. Good fight. Good night.